Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Disney's Hollywood Studios, where we're here to go to Black Spire Outpost, also known as Batuu. So we're gonna head in, try and ride Rise of the Resistance. I also hear that they just released Rey's Legacy Lightsaber. Really cool looking lightsaber. We're gonna take a look at that, and then see if they have any new merchandise. Maybe grab a bite to eat at Docking Bay 7. It's gonna be a Star Wars filled day, so if you're ready, let's go. Wow! How incredible! And here you can see Disney has updated their sign policy in accordance to the new CDC standards. So masks are required at all attractions and indoor locations. Reminds you to keep your mask with you at all times. Oh, check it out. You've got Chip and Dale greeting guests right when you first walk in on the right-hand side, right above the restrooms. It's exciting. What's going on, guys? So just off to the side of Star Tours and just below the AT-AT, it looks like PhotoPass is setting up the Tiny World, or that 360 camera. It's a different spot than it was before. It was in front of Kylo's ship last time. But you might remember the time we did the 360 camera, or Tiny World, over at Animal Kingdom for Earth Week. We'll put a link in the description down below in the top right-hand corner at the time we got that photo taken. Oh, looks like a Pixar cavalcade coming down the road here. Incredible, striking their best pose. You got Edna Mode, and you got Sully. That's cool. And the Green Army Men. And Woody and Jesse. And check it out, you got Buzz. That's a cool looking car. So just outside Rise of the Resistance, looks like they're boarding groups 23 to 40. I'm in boarding group 49, so I got some time to kill. Might go check out some of the shops. So it looks like the line for Dok-Ondars is pretty lengthy. It wraps all the way down to the steps here. But I did notice that it says return here for the virtual queue, so I'm gonna go check that out. So it looks like to enroll in the Legacy Lightsaber, you have to scan this QR code, and then it puts you in a wait list. And right now I'm 145th. So we'll see how this develops throughout the day. And it looks like this is in fact for the Legacy lightsabers, whereas the other queue is just to go in and check it out for other stuff. It looks like they're really pushing these mobile orders, as this is a A-frame sign basically saying to mobile order for the milk stand. So if you want blue and green milk, you have to mobile order before enjoying your beverage. Oh, check it out. There's Rey surveying Black Spire Outpost. That's right, we are at the Droid Factory. I think they're talking about me. Yes, this is a camera. It's not a little droid. But anyway, we're gonna check out the Droid Factory, see if there's anything new there. Heading into the Droid Depot. It's kind of a fun shirt. Looks like this is a new addition to the Droid Depot. And it's $39.99. You can see C-3PO on there, and BB-8 and R2-D2. And it looks like they've even got new Droid Depot, what looks like Loungefly bags, with a cool unique pattern on it, just like the shirt. Looks like the price is $74.99. And it looks like they've got a smartphone case in that same pattern for $39.99. Looks like it's got all the droids on one side and BB-8 on the other. I don't remember this turquoise shirt with R2-D2 on it, or an astromech droid. This is Droid Depot on the side for $39.99. It looks like a motherboard on the back. It's pretty neat though. It does say Black Spire Outpost embedded in it. And it looks like they've got this sweater in that same pattern with kind of a weird shawl collar. to $54.99. It's kind of cool. Not good for Florida though. But if you're in a cold weather environment, I can see this being quite cozy. I can't remember if we quoted this the last time we came in here, but for $36.99 you can get this kind of cool Droid Depot shirt, and it's got reflective, flash, photo sensitive ink. Here's a new Industrial Automation Astromech Droid shirt for $36.99. It's got on the side the Droid Depot logo. It's kind of cool. And I don't remember these Towersley 15 accelerometer industrial automation cups, but it's priced at $24.99, and it looks like it comes with a little plastic lid. But this is pretty cool. I like this, the Astromech Droid Oil, and it's priced at $19.99. That's kind of fun. I like the back of it too. It looks like it's got a little barcode and some tread on the handle. It's a cool mug. Ah, there's Chewie. Chatting it up with Rey. It's pretty cool. Speaking of Rey, I need to go check and see if I've moved up at all in that virtual queue for her lightsaber. And you can see right over here is Savi's workshop waiting area. You might remember the time I built a lightsaber at Savi's. We'll put a link in the top right hand corner and in the description box down below to the time that I built my very own lightsaber here at Savi's workshop. So I decided to refresh the virtual queue page, and we moved up from 144 to 136. So there's 136 parties ahead of us. I'm gonna be here a while. There's no guarantee that they'll actually have her lightsaber when it's my turn, but we'll see. But the good news is it's time for Rise of the Resistance. Alright, it's time to ride Rise of the Resistance. They have called my boarding group. So interestingly enough, it looks as though they are filling out the exterior queue. Interesting. So it looks like once you get in, there is a minimal wait. So it appears that they clear out the queue, or the exterior queue, before they call the next boarding group. So hopefully we won't have to wait too long.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Should you be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has infiltrated a First Order Star Destroyer that is now headed to this system. Your outpost on Batuu is no longer safe. We have transports waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Pucara.
Interestingly enough, we're on the other side of the, I guess, showpiece over here. Kind of a area I didn't think we were allowed to go to, but I guess when they have the extended queue in place, this is where we're at. So it appears that there was a delay, and they've kind of halted the attraction, so everyone's just kind of hanging out on their color, waiting to see what happens.
Gentlemen and droids, all missions have been delayed. We hope to resume missions shortly. We apologize for the inconvenience and thank you for your patience. As a reminder, please continue to wear your face coverings properly.
Alright, it looks like the ride is back up and running, and we're about to go fight for the Resistance.
To the turbo lift, then head down to the escape pod base. Those droids are programmed to return you to Batuu. Hurry and don't get caught.
Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners. We have a breach in detection block 3.
Your cover is blown. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's no escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
You guys really like cutting it close, don't you? You're scared.
I have to say, still a great attraction. Even with all its technical missteps every now and then that kind of hold it back. Still a great attraction. Oh, it looks like the Tiny World 3D camera's working. I kind of want it because I want the AT in the background. It's going to be a cool shot. Let me go ahead and get one real quick. I really like doing these special photo ops because they don't do it all the time. So I try to take the opportunity when I can. In fact, it looks like it's about time for it to go to bed for the day. So we've got a status update on our place in line at Dok-Ondar's for the Legacy Lightsaber. There's now only 79 parties ahead of us. So we pretty much cut that line in half, and it's roughly 3:30. So if we end up going in, it's going to be closer to the evening, and hopefully they have Rey's lightsaber then. It's also time for lunch, and I think I'm going to go to a place that I've never been to before, Docking Bay 7. Usually when we come here, we usually just go to Ronto Roasters, but I think today I'm going to try Docking Bay 7. And I'm going to try the Moof Juice, which is simply fruit punch and simply orange with pineapple and chipotle pineapple. Sounds pretty good. And then I'm also going to get the Endorian Chicken Tip Yip, which I hear nothing but good things about. So I'm excited about that. And I also hear they happen to also have the sporks. They're back. I know they were gone for a while and then the lockdown happened, but it looks like they've got the metal sporks, which I think will be awesome for a food and wine festival. Jen's got her Bumblebee spork from Flower and Garden of last year. I think this will be my Flower and Garden and Food and Wine Festival eating utensil. So here we are at Docking Bay 7. You can hear the Millennium Falcon firing on behind me. I think we're gonna get the Endorian Fried Chicken Tip Yip. Heard nothing but good things about it. So when our food is ready, we get to go right inside those doors, straight ahead, and have our lunch for the first time ever at Docking Bay. Pretty cool on the inside. Let's see how the food is though. Heard nothing but good things about this chicken. Alright, so we ended up getting the Endorian Fried Chicken Tip Yip, which is crispy chicken with a choice of vegetable, mashed potatoes with herb, gravy, or macaroni and cheese, and roasted vegetables. And I ended up getting the mac and cheese with the roasted vegetables. Let's dig in. Also, I ended up getting the Moof Juice, which is simply fruit punch, simply orange, pineapple, and chipotle pineapple. So I think it's got a bit of a kick. Let's try it real quick. Ooh, that's really good. That's super refreshing. Wow. It's like, it almost tastes like, ooh, I'm getting a little kick to it. That's good. I think it's like mango pineapple juice. Alright, let's try the fried chicken. Crispy fried chicken. Let's give it a shot here. Pretty thick bite. It's actually pretty good. And I'm not using my spork yet because I haven't washed it, but this will be for future videos. You'll see it again. thought it was kind of cool actually, because on the bag, if you translate it out from Arabic, the universal Star Wars language, it actually says property of Docking Bay 7, which I think is kind of comical because people were stealing these from Docking Bay 7 when it first came out. Now Disney's selling them, which makes more sense. And now I have one. So a nice little tongue-in-cheek there. Alright, this chicken's pretty good though. Reminds me a little bit of a better version of KFC. It's good though. I can see why everyone raves about it. Okay, and then for dessert, we ended up getting the Batuu Bon, which is a chocolate cake, white chocolate mousse, and coffee custard. Let's give it a shot. So you might be able to see this. I like that they did it on this special plate, but you can kind of see it. Oh no, now you can't. I definitely smell some coffee here. Let's give it a shot. It has a bit of a tiramisu flavor to it. I have to say it's good though. Definitely like a tiramisu. There you go. I got some mango drizzle on the side there. Let's see how this impacts the flavor. Definitely better with the mango. Kind of balances it out pretty good. Cool plate too. You see this? It's like a stone plate. Not bad. It's a pretty good lunch. Can't wait to take Jen here. It's really cool, and there's cool theming. There's like rockets taking off and stuff. It's kind of neat. You'll also see that I'm kind of eating in this cool little storage unit. Kind of cool. There's a lot to look at, especially like up in the rafters up there. There's plenty to look at. A lot of things and sounds and noises while you're eating your food. Also, my spork is packaged and ready to go home with me, so I can wash it and use it in future vlogs. So good thing I got my virtual queue when I did, because they've closed the line for the day. Hopefully they still have the Legacy lightsabers though. Last I checked I was, I think, 61, or there's like 60 people in front of me. We'll see how it goes. So you'll see here that I am now 57th place for the Legacy lightsabers, which not bad considering we started with 144. And it looks like a refreshment droid is going home for the evening. Okay, we're gonna go into the first order shop and see if there's any cool new merch here belonging to the first order. And taking a look at all the different pins that they have for the first order. And some magnets and some keychains. It's kind of a neat looking Stormtrooper mug with the silicone on the side for $22.99. And on the inside, inscribed Black Spire Outpost. It's got an interesting handle. Kind of like it. And it looks like they've got the 709 Legion. It's pretty cool. It's some neat mug for $19.99. As you know, the 709 Legion is exclusive to Black Spire Outpost. And it says strength through order. And coffee as well. Just off the outskirts of the land, just across the way from the Droid Depot, is a little known secret pertaining to this crash site. You probably walk right by it when you're exiting the land or entering the land. But what's neat about this particular crash site is it's built into Star Wars lore, essentially. You might remember Captain Rex from the original Star Tours. Well, the story goes at some point Rex crash landed on Batuu, where he was reprogrammed into a DJ at the Droid Depot. And his appearance was slightly altered, and thereafter he was given to Oga's to pay off a debt and became DJ Rex, and is now the entertainment at Oga's Cantina. Pretty cool. Well, it's now my turn to go into Dok-Ondar's. Let's check it out. So it is my understanding that today is the first day that Disney is selling the Darksaber as a Legacy Lightsaber. And what do I get? Do I get Rey's lightsaber or the Darksaber, which is on a limited release? Which means they're not always going to have it. Once they're gone, they're gone.
Black Spire Outpost?
Yes, I am. I am wearing the Black Spire Outpost because
you must be a fan of our town.
Yes, exactly. Frequent traveler.
Love
All right,
that.
so I'm going to try two things. I just want to feel what it feels like. I'm going to try the Rey lightsaber and then the Darksaber. So we're going to try out Rey's lightsaber. Oh yeah, that's got a lot of weight to it.
Mm-hmm. These panels also.
Yeah, that's where you go to put it in, right there. I like the look of that. That's cool. Now, when you buy the hilt or this, are you getting the blade with it, or do you have to purchase the blade separately?
Blade is separate.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
All right, I've got a blade at home, so it's probably
okay.
All right, so the knob doesn't turn, but that's fine. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end up getting this, and then I'm gonna get the Darksaber as well. Perfect. Okay. That'll look great on my office desk. And that's how I dropped $300 in less than 20 seconds. But all jokes aside, don't look at my Darksaber. I have a separate video on that, of me reviewing the Darksaber. We'll put a link in the top right-hand corner and in the description box down below to the time that I reviewed the Darksaber in more detail. But really what we're looking at today is Rey's lightsaber, which is what we were actually going to get when we went, and got surprised with the release of the Darksaber. At first glance, the box is much smaller compared to, say, the Darksaber, but more in line with what you typically get with Legacy lightsabers. You do have the yellow emblem here, which is a little bit different than what you see on some of the other Legacy lightsabers. Box is your standard plastic box. It's a neat case though. But when you open it up, this is what it looks like. It's actually a really neat presentation of the lightsaber. Now the reason I like this lightsaber so much, or the hilt I should say, is when you look at it, there's a lot to be told here. Now the first thing you're going to notice when you look really in depth at it is the fabric tunic and the colors that are on it. This is to represent Rey's outfit through most of episodes 7, 8, and 9. Now the only unfortunate part is really the way you turn it on. It's this little switch right here. And I know that kind of bums a lot of people out because there are some lightsabers, replicas online that turn the dial here, which is more reminiscent with what you see in the movie. So that's a little bit of a bummer that they didn't go the extra step and actually turn it. It's one of the few lightsabers, I think it might actually be the only lightsaber that turns on with a dial like that. Usually it's a button or something along that line. So it's kind of a bummer that Disney didn't go the extra step and make this a turning knob. Another thing that's a little bit of a bummer is that in the movie, when the lightsaber is activated, you can actually see the yellow burning on the inside, or the saber itself burning on the inside. On this one you don't, and I get why, because it's not really a lightsaber. All it is a tube that goes in here, but it's a bit of a bummer that they didn't have something emitting from that. Now the sound is actually really cool on it, so the sound on the actual lightsaber has more kind of a hum. It's a unique hum, which is different than what you're going to find on some of the other lightsabers and kind of makes this one unique. The weight of it, actually pretty sturdy and heavy. It might be one of the heaviest ones out there. I know Darth Vader's was pretty heavy, but this is a pretty heavy lightsaber. This is pretty cool though. In order to put the lightsaber blade in, you have to actually flip these up. Now, unfortunately, there's no mechanism that opens it up on its own. But yeah, I mean, it looks great when you actually put the lightsaber blade in. It looks really awesome. The lightsaber itself is about 1 foot long, so just under 1 foot. But I guess if you flip the fins out, it becomes 1 foot. But let's go see what it looks like in the dark, because as we know, Rey has this very unique lightsaber that happens to burn yellow. All right, so I turned the lights off and put the blade in. So now we're gonna turn it on and check it out and see what it looks like in the dark. That's pretty cool. So, first thing I notice is it's not really yellow. It's kind of like yellow-green. And if I recall, the movie was more bold yellow. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I kind of wish it was a little bit more vibrant yellow. This is kind of like a green yellow. But listen to the hilt. Isn't that cool? It's like a whirring sound. Very unique. I haven't heard this on, or anything remotely similar on any lightsaber. When it moves. That's cool. And then it does have the force sensitivity. Or the strike. I could have fun with this all day. But no, it's a really cool lightsaber. I'm gonna turn it off now. So with the lightsaber blade inside the hilt, it brings the total length to 46 inches, or just under 4 feet. So it's a pretty long lightsaber. Pretty cool. What does it look like during light? Okay, so still looks a little green. Doesn't really look yellow. And unfortunately on these type of lightsabers, you're not able to change the kyber crystal in it. So even if I wanted to put a yellow kyber crystal to make it more yellow, there's no way to put one in here, unfortunately. And that's the downside with a lot of these legacy lightsabers, is they're already pre-programmed to a certain color, so there's nothing you can really do. So you can't get like Mace Windu's lightsaber and make it red, or take Rey's lightsaber and make it blue. Like it's programmed to be that color of that character. If you wanted to tweak the colors, you'd have to go to Sabi's workshop, and then you'd make your own lightsaber. You wouldn't be able to use the legacy hilt. So that's kind of a bummer that this one's not really like vibrant yellow, because I feel like the movie was vibrant yellow. You only got to see a quick glimpse of it. I tell you what though, for the short screen time that Rey's lightsaber appeared on screen, I knew right away I wanted to buy that. Like that was the one I wanted, the Rey's lightsaber. I love the fact that it looks like her staff. She's always known for her staff. Like that's her image, is her and the staff. Like you see it everywhere. So it's kind of cool that her lightsaber has the elements of her staff. I don't think it's made of her staff, but it has elements of her staff. And leave it to Rey, the person who's savvy with crafting pieces, to make a lightsaber that has the first turning knob that I can see. It's pretty cool. I like it. I have to say, it's probably a win. It might be the one that I love the most, although that Darksaber was really cool. Overall, I think the reason I like it so much is the fact that it is unique in the sense that it has the tunic on it, or the fabric. I think that's really cool and symbolic of Rey. Rey was one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars series. To me, Rey was always a really cool character because I liked how she always had her head screwed on right. But every now and then you saw a little bit of craziness coming out of her, which was kind of cool, or aggression, I should say. So it kind of made it more normal. I guess there is no perfect person. Everyone kind of has their demons. And this retails at $139.99. So it is a little bit on the pricey side, but so are all the legacy lightsabers sold at Dok-Ondar's. Overall, it's a really cool lightsaber to add to my collection. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click on this video right over here. That's the time that I went to Sabi's workshop and built my own lightsaber. And this video over here is the time that I reviewed the Darksaber. Brand new Darksaber on the day it released. So if you want to check that out, be sure to hit this video over here. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell to become a super subscriber to the Tourist Trek. And until next time, see you real soon.